Hi everyone, welcome back to part 3, and in this particular tutorial I'm going to show you how to do the UK Treble Crochet, which is a double crochet in the US. And we're going to make our slip knot the same way by doing a loop, going around the back and pulling the yarn through. And then we just pull it a little tighter, not too tight, and we'll make our chain the same way by yarning over and pulling through, yarning over and pulling through, yarning over and pulling through. So those first two, I did do this a lot slower, okay, because we've got a bit to get through today. So I'm just going to quickly make a chain, which you can pause the video if you want to and catch up once you've got enough to make a little swatch. So we're not worrying about stitch count at the moment because we're not making anything in particular. So we've just got, I'll have to do a few more for this one. I want to talk to you about turning chains. Now, you know I've been saying all along that I don't do turning chains, but you might encounter a tutorial, for instance, where they do. And what they might say to you is in the third chain from the hook. So this one doesn't count as a loop. You've got 1, 2, 3. Might say in the third chain from the hook, work into this stitch, or the fourth chain from the hook. And that means that once you're doing your work, those chains there become your turning chain. And then when you get to the end of the row, you'll do your turning chain. I don't do them. I never do. Well, I say I never do, unless I have to because what I'm working on dictates it. But other than that, I don't if it's my own kind of creation. So all I do is in the second chain from the hook, just as we've been working, this is the first one, I pop my hook in, yarn over and pull up a loop. I yarn over and I pull through both of them. And then in this left leg of that stitch, you can see there's made of 2 legs. I put my hook into that one leg at the side. Of course, I've made this into a bit of a baggy stitch, so it's hard to see. I yarn over and I pull through it. Got 2 again. Yarn over and I pull through both. And that gives me, at the side, 1, 2 chains. But it's a little bit fatter than chains. So now I'm going to show you how to do a UK treble crochet or a US double. We yarn over. This is the one we've worked in, so this is our next one. And we put in our hook and pull up a loop. And then we yarn over and pull through 2, and we yarn over and pull through another 2. So we're going to do that again. We're going to yarn over. There's the one we've come out of. We're going to go in the next one. We're going to yarn over and pull up our loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the other 2. And this is a UK treble crochet or a double crochet in the US. So in the next one, exactly the same. Pull up our loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And as you can see, they're standing there like little soldiers next to each other. And they're quite tall and leggy, which is why the half treble is my favourite stitch. So I'm just going to hold on to those with my fingers. And we're going to go in the next one. And we're going to pull through 2 and pull through 2. Okay, so I'm going to speed up a little bit now, but you don't have to. Just keep doing that until you get to the very end of our chains. And we'll turn, and I'll show you what I mean about those turning chains. Okay, so I'm going to pause this video, and I'll catch up with you once I've got to the very end. But I want you to keep on doing this in every stitch, yarn over, and you can see which one you're in, and you can see where your next one is. Yarn over and pull up that loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2 in every single one of these chains to the end. Okay, so I'm all the way to the end, got my last one to do. So as you can see, we talked about drape in the last video. This one's a lot more drapey, it doesn't twist. So this time around then, if we turn our work, some people will have you chain 2 and then ignore this stitch where it's come out of and do one in the next stitch. And as you can see, chains doesn't look too bad, but they are a little thinner. And then when you come back, you've got to work into the chain, not the 2 loops of the stitch like we have been. Some people will get you to do 3. So I don't like 3, never did, because that's really tall. And then when you do your next stitch, you get this kind of bobbling out a little bit. It's too fat. So to be honest with you, I do sometimes do a turning chain if I can't work with the stack because it's too fat. Like if I'm doing the centre of a square and they're like posts with a chain between. You'll see what I mean when we get there. So what I do is the stack. This is a stacked double crochet in the UK, a stacked single crochet in the US. So I just pop my hook into that very first stitch, yarn over and pull up my loop, yarn over and pull through both of them, and then in this left leg of that same stitch, pop my hook in, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, and I pull through both. And that gives me something that looks a lot more like a stitch. And then when I come back the other way, I've got 2 loops to go into. So I'll show you what I mean when we get to the other end. We just keep doing and practicing our UK treble crochet. Don't forget that's called a double crochet in the US. Okay, so that I can show you what it's like at the end. I don't want this video to go on too long because I'm trying to keep them all to 10 minutes. Okay, so I will pause it then and catch up with you once we get to this end. Okay, so I'm almost there. I've got this one and then my last stitch, and I wanted to show you that we have the 2 loops to go into, just the same as any other stitch, which makes it so much easier. And then you've got a nice straight edge. Okay, so if you turn this over, you'll see that the stitches look really nice one way and a bit ugly the other way. They're not too bad, but this way you've got the front and this is the reverse of it. So just keep practicing in a straight line and make sure, I haven't counted my stitches with you, but make sure they've got the same amount of stitches every time. If you're doing this stack the way I do it, then you should keep your stitches to the right stitch count. We'll do it this time. I'll do one or more of these together. And we'll go and work all the way along our row again, going in the 2 loops of every stitch. You see, you've got the 2 loops. So what I'll do is at the end of this video, I will put a link to the other 2, just in case this is the first one that you've seen. But the other 2 are a little bit slower with the very beginning components, okay? So they might be more beneficial if you struggled a little bit with this, or if you feel not so confident. All right, so I will next video, I will show you the UK double treble, which is a treble crochet in the USA. It's very confusing. I know that we've got these different terms, but that's what we've got. Okay, so if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you can like, share and hype this video, it really does help my channel. So that would be great if you could. Nearly at the end, almost. So all of these videos I aim to do about 10 minutes. And that way it's not too overwhelming. So again, you've got the 2 loops there of that stitch to go into and finish out. Oh, I split my yarn. That's very annoying when that happens, but it happens to us all. Okay, so there we are, all finished. And we've got, if you do your, so this chain here is a little bit tight and you can see it's pulling in. If you give it a little tug, it does even out. But if that happens to you, then what you can do to get away from that is to use a 4.5mm just to do the chains, or a 5. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.